A new front in the battle for privacy as more schools and their vendors amass vast troves of data on students. So what, if anything, can they do to keep their information safe? Here to weigh in is cybersecurity expert and author of Online Danger, Eric Cole. Eric, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. You know, this is a terrifying story to me. I taught in schools for a long time, was a dean at one point, and I didn't know that all of this data was being amassed on students and then stored on these third-party vendor servers. What kind of information are we talking about here?
Essentially, everything you do on a computer or an electronic device is being recorded. So from the second a child logs in, everything they type, everything they say, every site they surf to is all being recorded and stored and correlated.
So now talk to me about parental consent here, because I don't think parents know that this is happening. And as far as I know, they don't have to opt in and they can't really opt out of this process. So parents that find this information out, are they helpless in the process?
Yeah, unfortunately, this is covered under your traditional rules. When you send your child to school, many schools have video cameras. Some schools have security surveillance. Essentially, you're allowing the schools to do that, and cybersecurity and monitoring just fits under that. So yes, most parents have no clue that everything their child does is being monitored. And the most important thing is they need to educate their children that a school computer is not private, and they have to be super careful of what they do and what they say.
And the risk here is obviously not just hacking and getting that personal information, which we've seen happen in some instances already, but also extortion of the school, that then some third party, somebody could hack into it and say, listen, you either give me your money or I'm going to reveal all this personal information about your students. Is that not right?
Yeah, that's a big problem where you're seeing blackmailing, you're seeing hacking, because let's face it, these computers that store information are not 100% secure. This information is available, and the other bigger concern is, what if your child makes a mistake in 5th grade, surfs an inappropriate website, and then colleges find out about that and start using that to impact your child's life in the future?
So what do you know, people at home listening to this already are feeling probably panicked, as I'm feeling right now. But what do we do? Because you hear this stuff and you hear, oh, well, there's no real consent, and we feel powerless. Is there anything that people can do about this?
The first thing is parents need to get educated on technology and cybersecurity, because let's face it, most kids are smarter than their parents when it comes to technology. Even myself, when my smart home breaks, I call my kids. They know more about it than I do. So parents need to get smart and educated, and then they need to sit down with their children. Most parents tell their children about physical safety, don't talk to strangers, look both ways before crossing a street, but they hand them an iPhone and never talk to them about cybersecurity or the dangers. Yeah,
also hopeful that maybe these schools can at some point put in some sort of data deletion program where they can somehow omit some of this data that's just hanging around out there. Well, thanks, Eric, so much. I'm slightly more calm than when the segment began, so that's a good sign.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.